Alrighty. What's up, YouTubers out there? Blitzball Champ is back with a brand new video. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I know lately it's been a lot of VF uploads and VF Arena. Um, which, first of all, thank you so much for all the people that tuned in for the Season 3 debut of VF Arena, VF Arena number 47. Thank you so much to all those that watched the stream. It should now be uploaded onto YouTube as well, so check that out. So today, I want to talk about a lot of the different pro wrestlers that I've gotten a chance to meet in person, and wanted to document some of my favorite moments as well. So yeah, let's get started. First off, I'm going to start with the promotion Jakara. Now, I've been to a lot of Jakara shows, and I tell you, they are awesome. They're excellent. I've been in the front row for every one of the shows that I've been to. Over in Gibsonville, North Carolina. I'm actually born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina, so it's about an hour and some change from Raleigh, North Carolina. But Gibsonville, that's where I usually go for the Chikara shows, and gotten to see a lot of great matches and meet a lot of great talent. So first off, the Colony. The Colony at the time that was made up of Fire Ant, Green Ant, who is now Silver Ant, and Assailant, who is now Worker Ant. But yes, I got to meet those three for the first time at the Chikara show Battle Not with Monsters. Green Ant had a Chikara Grand Championship title shot against Eddie Kingston, who was the champion at the time. And before the show started, I got to hang out and meet the Colony for a bit, got a group picture taken, and I pumped up Green Ant. I was like, yeah, you're going to be the champion. You're going to win that title belt. So I thought that was pretty fun. Great guys, really great guys, and they're a very popular stable in Chikara, and it was just really awesome to get a chance to meet them. Next would be Amasis, which Amasis I got to meet also at Battle Not with Monsters. He had a match against the Shard, and it was an excellent, excellent match. It was actually one of the best ones that night. It was a great, great singles match that really could have gone either way. And after the show, I got to meet him, and I praised him for his great work in the ring. I tell you, he did an excellent job. Him and the Shard did an excellent job. So got to chat with him for quite a bit, and just it was really awesome meeting Amasis. For those that don't know Amasis is one half of the Osirian portal with Ophidian, which Ophidian I also got to meet. I met Ophidian in the Chikara Thunderball show. That was when him and Amasis, the Osirian portal, had a tag team match with the Wrecking Crew. So I thought that was really, really cool. And Ophidian is also, he's been one of the main trainers as well for Chikara and the Wrestle Factory. So it was really good to be able to meet Ophidian. Very agile, great cruiserweight, great high flyer. Love the guy. Love watching him work. And really funny too. He's really great with the fans, and just talking with Ophidian, just very upbeat, very cheerful kind of guy. So it was really good to be able to meet him, and I also got my picture taken with the Osirian portal as a whole. So thought that was really awesome. Next, Shenron. Now, I tell you what, Shenron, keep an eye out. I really hope that he can branch out even more, not just in Jakara, but across the world. Like in wherever they have cruiserweight tournaments, super junior tournaments in Japan, wherever. I really feel like other promotions should keep an eye on him. Shenron has become quite an excellent high flyer and just really, really got me so pumped up for cruiserweights, high flying, lucha libre style. And Shenron, I also met at the Jakara show, Thunderball. He had a match with Silver Ant, which used to be Green Ant, and he climbed up the ceiling beams, the rafters, and attempted to do a I believe it was a moonsault or shooting star press from the beams, and that was just really cool. That was one of the best matches of the night, and so far, each time that I've seen him live, like he's done that. I've seen him live 3 times. So yeah, I got to meet him at the first show, uh, Thunderball, and then I also got to meet him in the show. I believe it was Secret of the Ooze. He was in the encore match, teamed up with Ophidian, and I ended up buying one of his shirts. So got a Shenron shirt from him. Really great guy to talk to. Met him in person. I now follow him on Twitter. So really excellent high flyer. And he's just really awesome in the ring and just an awesome person in general. So I'm glad I got to meet Shenron. Next, Saturnine. Saturnine is the masked female wrestler from Jakara that I met at the Battle Not with Monsters show. She had a match with Missile Assault Ant, and I thought it was really cool. My brother was really into her, you know, because she had like a really cool 6-pack. But Saturnine was really cool. Got to meet her. Very athletic for her size. Very athletic. Like I said, had like the 6-pack, and yeah, just meeting her was really cool. And just, you know, because in Chikara, like the ladies even wrestle the guys. So just, you know, showing that toughness, showing that they can hang with the guys. It's always great to see. So yeah, Saturnine, really really cool wrestler. Next is Icarus, which Icarus was a grand champion for Chikara for a good long while, and I actually got a chance to meet him at the Thunderball show as well, with Jakara. Really cool guy. He gave me props because I was wearing my Thundercat shirt when when I was at that show and met him. So I thought that was really cool. Great wrestler. He was an excellent Jakara Grand Champion, and I really liked the look that he had and at the Thunderball shows compared with Battle Not with Monsters. He's very different look. And the tattoo on his back, oh my goodness, that was really, really detailed tattoo that he has on his back. He has like a whole like angel sort of kind of picture on his back, his whole back. Really interesting tattoo, but was really cool, really cool. Next was the Spectral Envoy. The Spectral Envoy was made up of Ultramantis Black and the Nightmare Warriors of Frightmare and Hollow Wicked. I got to meet them. Uh, got to meet them at the Battle Not with Monsters show, which Frightmare and Hollow Wicked were pretty silly, especially Frightmare. He's the small guy, really small guy. I think he's only like 5'4" or 5'5", and Hollow Wicked he's pretty tall, and Ultramantis Black as well. But Frightmare was the short high flyer. But just they're a really silly bunch, and they work well together. And the Spectral Envoy I thought was a very successful stable in Chikara as well, and got to meet all 3 of them. And Ultramantis Black had the really cool arm tattoos. I thought was really cool, but they were a lot of fun to watch live and also to chat and meet in person. So Spectral Envoy. Um, and lastly, Sugar Dunkerton. Um, I first saw Sugar Dunkerton live at a Dragon Gate USA show, the Open the Southern Gate show, which was in Burlington, North Carolina. That was such an excellent show. For the longest time, I had been a good follower of Dragon Gate for a couple of years, and for the longest time, ever since they established the Dragon Gate USA promotion, which is no longer, which I think ended in 2009, I believe. I could be wrong, but or actually no, no, I think that's right. I could be wrong. No, it started in 2009. One of the two. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the promotion is no longer going. But I had never thought that they would come to North Carolina. And then when it was announced that they were coming to Burlington, I was like, I gotta be there. I gotta be there. And it was actually on April Fool's Day. So at first I thought it was gonna be a really, really messed up joke, but it was a legit show. And I remember I left early from work going to that show. And that was so much fun. But yeah, Sugar Dunkerton was in the tournament to crown pretty much the next top prospect. I forgot what the name of the tournament specific name was, but he was in a fatal four-way match, and really funny in the ring. He went up against, let's see, let's see, Jimmy Rave, Lindsay Dorado, and oh man, I forgot the name of the other guy. Um, Forgotten the name of the other guy. He was from Atlanta, Georgia, but I forgot the name of him. But he was in the fatal four way match, and yeah, he did the whole LeBron James thing with the powder because he had the whole basketball persona. But where I got to meet him was actually at the Jakara Battle Not with Monsters show afterwards, because he used to be part of Fist with Icarus, um, Chuck Taylor, and Johnny Gargano. So yeah, I met him after the show, and I actually, told him where I first saw him live, which was the Dragon Gate show, which he really, really loved working at that show. And yeah, great guy, really, really great guy. Really funny persona, and just really, really cool to converse with and just hang out with after that Battle Not with Monster show. So that was really cool. So that takes care of the people that I've met at Chikara. Um, the other wrestlers that I've met were in Dragon Gate at the time. Uh, First, starting with Akira Tozawa. Now, I met him at the Dragon Gate Open the Southern Gate wrestling show, and he was in the stable shootout match. He was partnered with Chuck Taylor of Ronin. He was a former member of Kamikaze stable, but got kicked out of the stable. So he teamed up with Chuck Taylor of Ronin to take on Pac, who's now Neville, of World One, and Ricochet of Blood Warriors at the time. So, which was the main event of the evening, which was an excellent, excellent match. But during intermission was when I went over and I got an autograph with Akira Tozawa, got my picture taken, got to chat with him for a bit. Um, he was really cool. It's really cool. Spoke pretty good English. I believe he speaks better English now. But what I really enjoyed about this is, the fact that I got to meet Akira Tozawa and see, you know, where he's been in Dragon Gate and now where he's at in WWE. He's now going to be part of 205, participated in the Cruiserweight Classic, did a great job. And, you know, I was just happy to really see him successful. He's great, strong style kind of wrestler, great striker, and just really love the fire and the attitude of Akira Tozawa. Just love his work in the ring, and it was an honor meeting him. Next was Brody Lee, now known as Luke Harper. Brody Lee spent some time in Dragon Gate as well. He used to be part of the Blood Warriors stable, and he actually had the opening match of the Open the Southern Gate show that I went to against John Davis. So that was my first exposure to Luke Harper. Well, now he's Luke Harper. Before he was Brody Lee. And after the show, he stayed after to take pictures and sign autographs. So I got to meet him, and I tell you, standing next to him was pretty funny because, you know, he's 6'7", I'm 5'6", so yeah, like much taller than me, and it was just really cool. But great guy outside the ring. Really cool to talk to, and just he's huge, and I don't know or have too many friends or know too many people that tall, so it was just really cool that he was that much taller than me. But next, I got to meet all three members of Ronin that same night, which the three members were Johnny Gargano, Chuck Taylor, Rich Swann. Um, I got autographs and pictures from all three, and not only that, I also got to meet, well, specifically Johnny Gargano and Chuck Taylor. I also met them again at the Jakara Battle Not with Monsters show, since they were also part of Fist in that promotion. But this was my first exposure to Johnny Gargano and Chuck Taylor. And I tell you, like, the whole event was a lot of fun. Rich Swann, he went up against Sami Callihan, so really got to see him showcase his abilities. Johnny Gargano went up against Shima, which was a great match. That was a pretty long match, too. And as I said before, Chuck Taylor teamed up with Akira Tozawa to face Pac and Ricochet. But got a chance to meet all three of them. I met Rich Swann before his match. He was doing his autograph session, and I met him before his match, and I met Chuck Taylor and Johnny Gargano after the event, at the end of the event, where a couple of the wrestlers stayed after to kind of just hang out with the fans. So thought that was really cool. But Rich Swann, really great guy, and so is Johnny Gargano and Chuck Taylor. Like, they were really funny, and I really just love seeing where they are now. Just, you know, Chuck Taylor, I know he's still kind of doing work in Jakara, and Johnny Gargano, of course, he's part of DIY with Tommaso Ciampa, and they're the current NXT Tag Team Champions. So I really was so excited to see Johnny Gargano. You know, he's done so well in Dragon Gate. You know, he's a former Open the Freedom Gate champ. He's done so well in Dragon Gate. He's done so well in Evolve. And he's so far been doing really well in WWE through NXT. And I just really look forward to seeing more of his success in the coming years. He's still young, still has a lot of years. So looking forward to seeing him even more successful. And then look at Rich Swann. Rich Swann's the current Cruiserweight champion in the WWE. And just to really see him take off in Dragon Gate and then eventually transition to the WWE, like, he's been a big hit. And just, you know, hearing more about his background and his story, like, he's come a long way, and I'm just really thankful to see him successful, and hope that he'll continue to be a great champion, cruiserweight champion, and just that his career will ascend to even greater heights. So really happy for Rich Swann. Next is DJZ, or at the time he was known as Shima Jion. Um, I met him. He was also part of the top prospect challenge at the Dragon Gate, Open the Southern Gate show. Um, he was in a match, in a fatal four-way match with Eric Cannon, with AR Fox, and Facade. Facade, yes. So he was in that match. That was a great match, great match. And yeah, I chatted with him quite a bit. You know, congratulated him, told him how good his match was at the end of the show. He stuck around for a while, and I would have never thought I'd see him in Impact Wrestling, and he ended up becoming a two-time X Division champion, and has been very successful in Impact Wrestling. And yeah, love his in-ring style, his submission and high-flying styles as well. So really awesome to see his career really take it to a new height in Impact Wrestling. Hopefully he can continue that, and hopefully Impact Wrestling will still kind of stick around and really keep the X Division going strong. But it was really great meeting him. I also got to meet Pac, who's now Neville, also at this Dragon Gate show, and he really was awesome at the Dragon Gate show, and yeah, he was all bloodied up when I took my picture with him and chatted with him. So I thought it was pretty cool. But really, I mean, ever since I first saw Neville, like his skills, his high flying ability is just phenomenal, and it's good to see him be a great success in the WWE as well. He's a former NXT champion, also a former NXT Tag Team champion as well, two-time Tag Team champion. So really, just getting a chance to meet him was really awesome, and excellent high flyer, and really hope who knows, he could become the next cruiserweight champion after his match with Rich Swann. But anyway, that takes care of Dragon Gate. ROH. I've been to two ROH shows. One was the Winter Warriors tour. The other was Best in the World tour, or Best in the World pay-per-view. So the wrestlers I've gotten a chance to meet. Jay Lethal. Yes, Jay Lethal. I met him when he was. I met him at the Winter Warriors tour when he was the ROH world champion, and great guy. Really great guy. I've watched him for quite a bit back in Impact Wrestling. He was a former X Division champion and had great success teaming up with Consequences Creed, now Xavier Woods. But yeah, just really got a chance to see him like be very successful. I saw him twice in the Winter Warriors tour and Best in the World. Best in the World, he defended his title against Jay Briscoe, and in Winter Warriors tour, he teamed up with Adam Cole to face Red Dragon. But got an autograph from him, got my picture taken with him. Really great guy to meet. Next, the Young Bucks. Yes, the Young Bucks. I got to meet them as well at the Winter Warriors tour, and also saw them at Best in the World. Um, Greatest moment. I got to hold one of the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championship belts when I got my picture taken with them. That moment was iconic and so memorable. Like, I'm a big fan of like New Japan Pro Wrestling and just really almost any promotion in Japan. Love the Japanese wrestling promotions. And the fact that I got to hold one of the belts from one of the most biggest major Japanese wrestling promotions was such a dream come true. Such a dream come true. And just the Young Bucks, like, great young guys, you know, been in the business a long time. Excellent tag team. They're one of my favorite tag teams. And just getting to meet them was so awesome. So awesome. Next, Cedric Alexander. And that was really a great moment. I got to meet him at the Winter Warriors tour. He had a match against Jonathan Gresham. Um, that was a great match. And also, let's see what else. I believe he also went up against Cheeseburger as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed meeting him. He's a Charlotte, North Carolina native. I'm a Raleigh, North Carolina native, so I thought that was really cool um, to get a chance to meet him. He was a little bit bigger at the time, but he's since then, since he moved to WWE, he's lost a lot of weight. He's like in great shape. Still very young, but he's looking great, in great shape. Great high flying ability, great skills in the ring. Um, and I was just really happy to see WWE take a chance on Cedric Alexander. I think he's going to be great for the cruiserweight division and has a lot to offer. And just great to see someone, you know, out of North Carolina, you know, successful, you know, especially along the likes of him, Hurricane Helms, Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, Shannon Moore, the Hardys, like so many greats from out of North Carolina, just really successful. So I was really awesome to meet Cedric Alexander and really see him, you know, as a North Carolina native, take off and rise in the ranks. Also got to meet the Briscoes. The Briscoes were really cool. Um, and very great in person outside the ring. Really enjoyed chatting with them. I got to see them live twice. Winter Warriors tour, and also at the Best in the World pay-per-view. Winter Warriors tour. Um, Jay Briscoe was in a fatal four-way. Yeah, fatal four-way match, I believe, and Mark Briscoe had a one-on-one match, I believe, with I believe it was Brutal Bob Evans or his mini me, one of the two. And then at the Best in the World pay-per-view, he had a one-on-one match with Roderick Strong. And but yeah, and Jay Lethal, of course, you know, had a title shot at Best in the World against Jay Lethal. But seeing them both, like, they're a great tag team, and just was really cool to meet them in person. Got a chance to congratulate them on becoming IWGP tag team champions. So yeah, yeah, the Briscoes. Um, Also got to meet the Addiction at the Best in the World pay-per-view. Um, really great guys. I bought their comic, they autographed it, got my picture taken with them. And The Addiction, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. Some of you back in Impact Wrestling know them as Bad Influence. But great tag team. Love their style and just their charisma and how great they are on the mic. And just meeting them was really awesome. They defended the ROH Tag Team Championships against the Motor City Machine Guns, which makes me transition into meeting one of my favorite tag teams, the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. Uh, they were both at the Best in the World pay-per-view where they had their title shot. They were also at the Winter Warriors tour, though they weren't teamed up at the time. But got a chance to meet the Motor City Machine Guns. I've been following them for like so long, like through Impact Wrestling, even when they were singles, even before they became the tag team that they are today, and just love their style. Love their style. And I've just been a huge Motor City Machine Guns fan since then, and just getting a chance to meet them, get a picture taken with them, and their autograph was just very memorable. Very memorable. So, yeah. And let's see. Missing anybody? No. Oh, lastly, this is the last one. Lastly, I got to meet T.J. Perkins. Yes. I got to meet him at the end of the Bound for Glory pay-per-view 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And yeah, talked with him for a bit, gave him a fist bump. And yeah, just I've been really happy seeing him really take off in WWE. You know, he was the first ever cruiserweight champion from the Cruiserweight Classic tournament. And I just really love his style, love his attitude. Great representative over the Filipino nation. And you know, he was a great as Manic, aka Suicide, back in Impact Wrestling. But really good to see him like so successful. He had a great showing in the Cruiserweight Classic, and I just hope to see him become more and more successful as time passes in the WWE. But all right, that is it. That documents all the wrestlers that I've met in person and have interacted with. And hopefully going forward, I'll get to interact and meet with more names out there in the wrestling business. But that concludes this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Also share some of the wrestlers that each of y'all have met in the comments or in a response video, whatever you choose. I would love to hear some of your stories as well. Anyway, thank you so much. This is Blitzball Champ saying God bless. Have a blessed day.